Hey guys, I am going to tell you a little story. The story about how I got back to strength after my surgery. Let's take a look back. Back on May 23rd, 2018. Now, on May 23rd, 2018, I had like the scariest moment of my life. My right kneecap was completely dislocated. And I couldn't even go to sleep. So, I said something like this: I need to see a doctor right now. And that's what my parents took me to. And that's what my mom took me to. She took me to the emergency room. And I didn't get back home until 11 or 12. And it was just scary. I was just wondering, when will the doctor come? And a doctor finally came, and he said that I might have dislocated my kneecap, which is true. He thought it was temporary, and he thought with the immobilizers it will be just fine. Well, unfortunately, that was not the case. Then we went to see Dr. Day, and he said that I had a permanent kneecap dislocation of my right kneecap. And he said that my left kneecap was close to dislocating, even though the left one didn't dislocate. And he said that in order to fix the problem, I had to have surgery on my knees. And then on August 15th, I went to Children's Hospital. No, wait. It was July 28th, 2018. I was celebrating my 18th birthday. It was very exciting. I saw some friends from ESY come, along with Dan Levan. He's a nice man with nice gray hair, and he met my friend Oliver many times before and after he met me. And it was a great birthday. Then on August 15th, I went to the Children's Hospital, and I was getting ready for surgery, and I had to wait very patiently. And while I was waiting, I was watching PBS Kids. There were I know the shows we watched were Dinosaur Train, Sesame Street, and Arthur. Dinosaur Train, Sesame Street, and Arthur were the shows. And the Elmo's World episode I saw when I watched Sesame Street, it was the Shoes episode. Except it was much shorter. Sesame Street was 30 minutes long compared to what it was like previously in an hour. And the Elmo's World episode was Shoes, the original version of Shoes, except it was an HD re-edit, and it was only trimmed to 5 minutes. And then, after Sesame Street came on, we got to see Arthur. And I think the episodes were Around the World in 11 Minutes, and something like that. And then an adult show came on, and then we turned off the TV, And then we eventually heard my call, and the doctors were, doctors said that the surgery would take 6 whole hours. I could not believe it. 6 hours. So I went to sleep for like 6 hours, and then when I woke up, I was in excruciating pain. Excruciating pain. Felt like both of my knees were being stretched. And I was very uncomfortable. I was screaming and crying in pain. And my dad let me watch Clifford the Big Red Dog, because we bought a lot of Clifford the Big Red Dog DVDs that we watched at the hospital. And the screen helped me calm down, even though I was still screaming and crying in pain, begging for it to go away, begging for the pain to go away. Well, I didn't mind the screen at all. I liked that it was on, but I was still in pain, screaming and crying uncontrollably in pain. It was just scary, guys. And then, and I had to stay in the hospital for 3 days. And then, 3 days after we left the hospital, I had to stay in my bedroom for 6 weeks with a mechanical bed. And I still watched Clifford the Big Red Dog. And it was a really, really cool show. Emily Elizabeth, Clifford, T-Bone Cleo, and Machiavelli and Jetta and Charlie and Baz. They're all really good characters. And then 6 weeks after surgery, we went back to the Children's Hospital, and Dr. Day said that they needed rehab. And when I first stood up, I couldn't even take a step. And then the next day, I had to do a lot of rehab to help me get strong. At first, I did not like it, but then I didn't mind it at all. And I took at first I took baby steps, but now that I've gotten stronger and stronger every day, I would take big monster steps. And then I went skiing on sometime in January. It was on a Thursday. January 24th, I went skiing. And it was wonderful. Wonderful that I went back skiing. And then a few days after, I noticed my left leg was a little uncomfortable. It was stiff. Jordan thought it was stiffness. And she was right. After I exercised, it felt much better. And now, I exercise every day and only take a break on Mondays. And that was my story. Hope you enjoyed it, everyone.